doing a road trip and a canoe trip, which meant mostly that I went to, like when you're on a road trip in like fairly rural Ontario, you just go to Tim Hortons like 12 times a day. And so we kept going into Tim Hortons, and I really dislike it, so I have a Tim Hortons face which looks like this. And I can't help but make it when I go into Tim Hortons. It's actually really bad. I have this inability to keep feelings off my face. It's so bad, I'll be texting and I'll be like all in one text. And my brother's like, what are you even doing? Anyway, as soon as I walk into a Tim Hortons, I'm like, Alex has to be like, stop, just get a coffee. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's cool. Anyway, so I went into this Tim Hortons and I was already feeling like really overwhelmed by what was going on. And I like went to go to the washroom and I walked into the stall and I opened the stall and there was just poo smeared all over the toilet seat. Yeah, I was debating whether or not I should tell this story because it's pretty gross. But imagine, I had to see it. Okay, so it was like all over the toilet seat, like on top, and I was like sitting there being like, I mean, I didn't look at it for very long, I left, and then I was just like, how does that even happen? And I was like, okay, it must have been a child, I'm sure it was a child, like something horrific happened here. I hope it was all an accident. Anyway, and I was like standing out there, and my partner's in the other stall, so I'm just like waiting, and then this woman comes in, and she's like, this person comes in and like goes to walk in the stall, and in my head I was like, oh no, don't do that. But I didn't say it out loud, I was just like, and so when this person like opens the stall, I was like, and because in my head I had already said like, no, don't do that, and then in my head I had said, I really should have warned you about that, and I said all of these things in my head, but then the first thing that came out of my head after she like turned around and was like, ugh, I was like, yeah, sorry about that.